Here we go, back at it. This should be IS4 Mark III. I think I played this game quite well.
Let's get this show on the road.
And yeah, this isn't a medium or light tank where you have to really be aware of your surroundings and position all the time. But even in the heavy, you need to play with a brain. Okay, I'll explain what I mean. Like, this guy should have stayed where I was, but you know, I would have been mad at him because he would have taken my spot. But it's fine. If he wants to stay there and he trusts the rest of us holding him down the rear, making sure he's not getting pushed, I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with that shot. I should have hit the front plate, but yeah.
Our viewfinder got hit.
And this is the IS4. Like, your armor is
We can hardly see anything.
very good if you can hide your lower plates, and even your upper plate to some extent. Your upper plate is not that good. But if you can just expose your turrets, which is kind of hard because you don't really have gun depression. And yeah, if you weren't aware, if anyone watching wasn't aware, the 16B has a weak spot at their front, the driver's hatch below, or whatever it's called. If you load gold, it's very easy to shoot through that. I'm just shooting gold here because I have a lot of control bounced. Every shot, like it might seem it might seem like it's not a lot if you get a shot bounced. If you bounce a shot on an enemy, but it does. It adds up. Okay, it reduces your DPM. It allows them to do more damage. It makes them lose. I mean, it makes you lose. It makes your team. See, I took a look back to see where these enemies were going. I knew they were going back, and they picked up my teammate. Right? I saw that. I decided to trade there before pulling back. Because that thing has more DPM than, but it has no armor. So I knew I was going to pen the shot. I decided to trade there. Now you pop the, I popped the mega speed boost to pull back. I kind of screwed that shot up. It didn't really matter. See, like this is like kind of the position I want to be in the IS4. You're only exposing your turrets. They can't really pen it. You have like a very tiny small weak spot on your turrets around like your gunman. If you're just like pulling back and forth, hesitating, they can't realistically pen it, right? Like, see, my cupola is still damaged from their HE. That was a good shot by the SDR GK. Make him fire, and your turret sides are also kind of strong. Like, even with a slight angle, they can't really pen it. Like, it looks like they can, but they can't. Just move back and forth.
Enemy is hit.
And I used my multi-purpose restoration kit there, and I immediately pulled out because I knew he fired these shots. I counted them, bounced all three. Now he's on a long reload, and he doesn't have the clip potential, so I'm very safe. So I'm trying to pick him up, or pick this kill up. I don't have faster reload times than he does. Pick that up, cap this. Hopefully it gives me a bit more percentage on my mark. Star VK picks up. I would say this is one of the rare Mark IIIs I've got since I won the game and gotten my Mark III. Yep, 1.4. It's Mastery 2. Got a gold booster. Dude was okay. 22k games, almost 23. Averaging 51, 1.4. It's not the best, but I guess he's farming win rate in this. Also maybe farming this. He got a Mastery 2, right? But yeah, if you're basically free to play like I am, I've spent money on gold and on tanks, but not really on premium account, and not really on anything else, I guess. I don't know how the people who play this game a lot get so much credits, but if you're like me and you're a slow spender to free to play, do not, okay, do not spend your gold on upgrading the levels of your tank like this guy is doing. Okay, do not do this. Anyways, next game. No, this is not my mouse Mark III. I wish it was, but it wasn't. It isn't. Still did decently here. I thought that the enemy team would go like 60 TP and Chieftain, and the E50M would be going the hillside. It turns out only the E50 went hillside.
Move out!
All the rest of these guys, I guess they followed the mouse and they just went to town. I went town immediately because there's no point for me to be on the hills. Your turret sheets will be shot through regardless if you have if you take advantage of your gun pressure or not. If there's an elevation, if you're on a hill, it doesn't matter. I'm glad. Like, to play the mouse, especially if you want to Mark III it, you need to go where the enemy is. It's much better for you if there are lots of enemy heavies. I'm lucky with that flick there, kind of. Because there's more HP, more chances for you to bounce them, and more chances for you to do damage. Shouldn't really have gone for that, but yeah, there was a slight big spot that I could have had if I fired early.
Punched right through their armor.
That's a good thing with the mouse if you're against hesh tanks like Chief BC-75s and you play well. Should have shot AP there, but whatever. If you play well, angle yourself well, you
Put out the fire!
yeah, they can't really pen, they just have some hesh slash. I decided to not give a damn about it because right, he doesn't always pen me, and he doesn't do that much damage. He's not in his position to farm me either. Like, I control when I expose myself and should fired HE, and if he hits me at all, right? So I decided just to tank a couple hits from the E50. It would have mattered if he hit both times. And just shoot HE.
They're knocked out.
Pick up the kill. I see we have an advantage. I decide to just pull push. Because I want my Mark III, right? Just pushing. Pick up the kill there. And I decided to immediately pull back because I thought the Chieftain was going to circle me, but he did because I had a teammate. Go forward, track him. Hopefully someone picks him up at that time. I get assist damage. Big holes. It's fine. Grab him for a bit more damage and decided to ignore him because I don't want to farm damage. And I know he's probably going to fluff hesh shots on me.
The engine is damaged. We slowed down. One of our trucks is gone. We can't move.
Like, see how the cheeks of the mouse is so
We fixed the track. Let's roll.
like even another mouse is kind of with AP shells. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, IS4 picks up, and Sheridan picks up the E50. The bad part about the mouse is you're so slow, you can't really pick up stragglers, so you lose out on the damage. So you are a brawling machine. You have to be good at brawling, at side scraping. You have to just go where the enemies are. If all the enemies are somewhere, you have to go there, okay? Because after you go somewhere and you realize there are no enemies, it's game over for you. You're never catching up. Your teammates are going to all get farmed, die, or they will stop your enemies, and you will never catch up either way, right? If your team stops, you can't catch up. You deal no damage. You lose on marks. If your enemy gets stomped, your team gets stomped by the enemies, you can say whatever the hell you want. Okay, when there's 4 people surrounding you, circling you, getting behind you, you can't do anything about it. Okay, they will farm you. You're not doing much damage before they kill you. So yeah, you always want to go where the enemies are. You have to be smart about it too. Okay, like you can't just dive straight in, because if you let them, like someone like the Chieftain can circle you very easily. If you don't have teammates with you, you have to go where you think the enemies are, but you also have to be passive and, you know, keep a little bit of distance between you and the enemies, and just make them play on your terms, right? You want to side scrape, you want to hide your lower plate, you want to give your upper plate a little bit of an angle so they can't pen it. So you just have to try to hit your cheeks, and you can wiggle your turret and wiggle your tank's body. Hopefully they just, you know, all miss and bounce on you. It's not hard. It's not easy. It's not super hard, but it's also not very easy to Mark III this thing. Closest I've been to, I think I've gotten like maybe 92, 93%. Then I started dropping because my team would just stomp, or we get stomped, right? If let's say we were going every game I play until I Mark III this tank will be heavily favored maps and heavily ratio teams, I guess. Like for this game where you have like 4 heavies on both teams, right? Anywhere when you start with having 8 heavy tanks in total in this game, anywhere from 8 heavy tanks to like 12 heavy tanks, very good for getting marks for your mouse. If you are the only heavy tank and the rest of the team are like, I don't know, tank destroyers, 2 tank destroyers and a bunch of mediums and lights, you're kind of screwed. You just have to hope you go somewhere and they're enemies, right? And they don't flank you. Yeah, those are the games I just take. Okay, I'm probably going to lose marks. Let's just try our best to not lose too much. Okay, yeah. Anyways, so after my IS4 Mark III, put me at 15 marks, 15 Mark IIIs, 14 of which are tier 10. I'll probably keep trying with the 215B, though I don't have high hopes for this. I'll also keep trying with the 113. Also don't really have high hopes for this. I might try with the Project Murat, but this thing is very team dependent and the acceleration is very bad, so not as easy to Mark III this as it is. Plus, good players play this tank, so yeah. I might try with the 60 TP, but yeah, ever since I got my rat just blown clean off by a 268 while I was full HP, I just didn't really want to touch this tank for a while. Still not touching it, okay? I hate it. And Sheridan, I guess. Trying with the Sheridan. And the 405, but yeah, the 405, there are good players playing, there's lots of players playing. It will take a good while before I even get to Mark 1. Anyways, enough yapping. I'm gonna upload all of these, and I'm gonna go make myself lunch. If you guys have watched until now, consider dropping a like, subscribing, leaving a comment. Wish you guys a very good day wherever you are.